What's up guys, coolguy1587 here, coming at you with another video, and as promised, today's video is going to be about breaking hardpoints and how to do that the most efficient way, and hopefully if you do it properly it'll work 100% of the time as well. If you execute everything properly, then doing this the proper way is going to work 100% of the time. That's pretty much guaranteed as long as you get the kills and everything. So anyway, I'm going to use the Hardpoint Raid and the Garage Hardpoint as the example for this, because I think this is probably the best example that I can give you. This is probably the best hill for showing you how to do this and what to do to break hardpoints successfully. Obviously this can be used on a lot of hardpoints as well, like obviously you can use this for pretty much all the hardpoints. Another good example that I could have used for this one would have been top market hardpoint on Yemen, or the bottom warehouse, the bottom factory red warehouse in Standoff. That's another good one that I could have used, but I think this one's probably the best overall example I can give you. But for this, you can pretty much use this for every single hardpoint, really. Like, it's the same sort of like basic strategy to break a hardpoint. You can pretty much use them on all the hardpoints and everything. So yeah. So anyway, the way to break hardpoints is you're going to be using a technique called pinching, and or the pinch, pretty much. So basically, what the pinch is, we'll call it pinching, because pinching's the usual like name. That's what like most people like to call it. So basically, with pinching, is what it means is you're going to be pushing from two directions at the one time. You're going to be sending half your team one direction and the other half the other direction. Well, it doesn't have to be half. You can send one player one direction, usually your anchor, and then the other players can flood the other direction to pinch a point. So basically, what's going to happen is if the other enemy team's got the hard point locked down, like they've got control of the hard point, they've got players surrounding the hard point and on the hard point. So if they've got this garage hard point locked down, what you're going to do is you need to be pushing both sides, because pretty much basically what happens is on hardpoint is if you leave one spawn point open and the enemy team has control of that hardpoint, the enemy team is going to get the good spawn closest to the hardpoint if it's left open. So for example, if you've got this area left open here with none of your players pushing this hardpoint, this area here, but you've got your full team pushing the gym point to break it, then if you get kills while pushing this gym point, if you have all your players here trying to break it, then as soon as you get kills on it, the enemy team who's got control of the hard point is just going to spawn right here, which in this little corner bit here, and that's not good, because they get the close spawn to the hard point. They can easily just push back around through here or push back around through aircon and get straight back onto the point and defend it and hold it off while you're trying to still push through gym. So the same thing applies on the other side as well. If you've got your full team pushing through here, through Riverside, and you've got no one pushing through gym or through this mid area through here, then they're all going to get the good spawn right here. They're going to get a good gym spawn. And that's pretty much the same thing applies. It's right next to the point. They can just get straight back onto the point and defend it and hold you off. So basically, what's going to be happening is, off the first, if their team's got the full control and their whole team has control of this point, and if you guys push for the first time, and say if you fail the push, you're all going to spawn back at back here at outside laundry at ring. You're going to get this spawn, okay? And obviously the easiest way, or the shortest route to get back to the point is through gym. So that's what most people do. Most people are like, oh, okay, I'm just going to take the shortest route back to the hard point and try and get to the hard point as fast as I can to try and break it. So they're all just going to take the shortest route, which is push through gym. And as I said before, as soon as the whole team pushes through gym, you're just going to give them this spawn here, because no one on your team is blocking it, so they're just going to spawn right here and get straight back onto the point. So what you need to be doing is you need to be pushing both directions at the same time, like both sides at the same time. So you need to be sending a couple players through gym, and you need to be sending a couple players through river to push through here. So basically what that does, if you have one player here, usually it's going to be your anchor player pushing through river to hold spawns, is if your anchor player is just sitting here, sitting up top, mattress is a good spot to be holding when trying to break it, and watching this area here, it's going to block this spawn here. And if you're blocking this spawn here, and if you're blocking the gym spawn as well, then what's going to happen is as soon as you get kills, the enemy team's going to have nowhere to spawn but out. So they're not going to be able to spawn over at Riverside. They're not going to spawn at Gym because your team's blocking both their spawns. So what that's going to do is it's going to force them out and spawn them back ring, which is what you want. It's either going to force them back ring, which is a really common spawn, like the most common spawn, or it's going to spawn them back at our basketball court around here, which is what you want. When you're pushing hardpoints, what you want to be doing is you want to be spawning the other team out, and you do that by pinching. So that's just basically what I've just said is just you got to push through both directions, both points at the same time, blocking those kills, blocking those spawn points so they spawn out. That's the best way to break a hard point, by blocking the ones closest to the point so they spawn out. That's the basic way to do it. So I've got a pretty good example of this happening where pretty much me and a few other guys, COD Guy and Dropshock, are playing a league play game, and we get a good pinch on this exact same point. And you can see if you watch the minimap, when we go into it, when we watch the minimap, you'll see that we're blocking both the spawns. So as soon as we get kills on the hard point, they're going to spawn out and spawn back ring, which is going to give us extreme, like a lot of control over the point, and we're going to be able to break it easier. Because obviously, if one of their team members spawns out at back ring, then they're going to have every single consecutive kill that we get after that is going to spawn the team out back there if we're blocking both of these spawns. So we'll go into an example of that. I'll show you guys now that example of the of us breaking it, and so yeah, I'll see you guys there. Yeah, we're back in Codcaster game, in the game that I wanted to show you guys. So basically, this is the hard point that we're trying to break. They've got control of it. We try and push the first time. We fail the first push to try and break the point. So after this, we're going to spawn out, and you'll see me spawn out here after I've just died. I spawn out back. Back at kitchen. So we're going to be going in for another push here. And if I bring it to I'll pause it here, and if I bring it to the Codcaster mode where I can bring up the minimap, you'll see that they've got 3 players on the hard point. They've got control of the hard point, and we're going to be trying to push this. So once I play this, if you just watch the minimap, and you'll see the kills that we get, and we get the kills. Basically, when we get the kills, we're blocking both the possible spawns that they could get, which are the ones that are closest to the hard point that they could possibly get. So what that's going to do is it's going to force them out. So if you watch on the minimap down below, then you'll see them spawn out as we get the kills on the enemy team. So I'll play this now. Watch the minimap. I come up here. I get a kill here. And I'm blocking the Riverside spawn, and watch the minimap. Okay, gets a few kills as well. Watch the minimap. They all spawn out there, and we've broken the hill because we got that good push. So if you go back and watch on the minimap there, then you'll see that we had both players on both sides pushing it. I might go back and show you if I can. Here we go. We'll go back. We'll bring it back up again. Just watching the minimap again, you'll see how we've got players pushing through gym as well. We've got COD Guy pushing through gym, and pretty sure that's Dropshock, and I'm pushing through Riverside. So we get the kills, they spawn out, and we take control of the hard point. So yeah, that's basically how you break hard points. You got to use the pinch technique. You've got to avoid making the mistake of just, if you spawn up, you've got to avoid the mistake of just going the shortest route to a hard point, because that's going that's not gonna help break the hard point. That's pretty much just gonna feed them streaks because you're just pushing, constantly pushing. They're gonna kill you, and you're just gonna spawn out because you've got no control of the spawns. So you need to be pushing both sides of that. But you just gotta avoid it. Like there's maps on like Standoff and Standoff, an example for that, like a spawn where you're tempted to go like the shorter route, but you should really be going around to push. Green side is the bottom factory hard point, where if you get that tractor spawn, you're obviously going to be tempted to just go through boxes because it's obviously an easier spawn to an easier, like the closest point to push, but it's not going to give you the result that you want, which is breaking the hard point. So if you're getting that standoff spawn at tractor, don't push through boxes, even though it's tempting you because it's the shortest route. You've got to you've got to be sending players through that side, and you've got to be pushing through the green side as well to break that. So you're blocking the stable spawn and you're blocking the boxer spawn as well at the same time, and that's going to force the team to spawn out. So that's just another example on Standoff for that one. But anyway, this is going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys learnt something new. Like, favorite, subscribe, all that good shit, and yeah, more videos coming soon. So thanks for watching. See you guys later.